Hello friends, in this video we are going to see the keywords, identifiers and constant variables which we can define for C programming. First we have to see that what are the characters we can use to perform any C program. A character denotes any alphabet or a digit or a special symbol which is used to represent any type of information. A valid alphabets, numbers, and special symbols are allowed in C are the alphabets can be capital A to Z. The alphabets in lowercase can be small a to small z. Second, the digits which you can use can be from 0 to 9, and special symbols which you can use are these many. Through these all symbols, you can define the different information for your C programs. The alphabet, numbers, and special symbols, when properly combined to form the constant, the variable, and keywords, will brief it in further things. Next is identifier. Now, as the name says, identifier means which is used to identify a particular data. We'll see. Identifier are user-defined words which is used to name of any entities. That can be variables, any array, functions, or structures. Don't worry about this term. In my next videos, we'll brief it furtherly. But to define this identifier, there are certain rules that you have to follow. Without that, you cannot write any C program. So which are they? The first is name should only consist of alphabets that can be uppercase or lowercase, digits, and only one special character, that is underscore. No other special character is allowed to use to give any identifier name. First character should be alphabet or underscore. That means you cannot write first character as a digit. Third is name should not be the keyword. Now what is keyword? We'll see next thing. Since C is a case sensitive, the uppercase and lowercase will be considered differently. That means COD in small case, COD in camel case, or COD in uppercase. All three will be different identifiers, even though the name of all the three are same. But as the compiler understand, all three are the different identifiers. Are you getting it? Next rule for identifier is identifiers are generally given in some meaningful name. Means you cannot write like X or Y. You cannot write say better. It is depend on the programmer's understandability. Because if you give just X and Y, you cannot understand that what type of data you have to give through this as a programmer. So better you should give the identifier a proper identity name. Through that you will get an idea that what type of value you have to provide. For example, value means you have to provide some digit. Net salary, that you understand that the value will be in the amount of rupees. Age, that also you understand it is in a age format. Years. Data, that means a particular data you are providing. that is information. So proper value you have to provide for your identifier. Next rule for it is an identifier name may be long, but some implementation recognize only first 8 characters, and some compiler understand 31 characters. So I can say the maximum limit of your character is 31. American National Standard Information compiler recognize 31 characters. Some invalid identifiers are 5CB. You cannot write a digit as your first character. Int, which is a reserved word, we can say a keyword. Res hash, as I told, you cannot write any special character other than underscore. So you are writing hash over here, which is also invalid. AVG with a space number, NO. So you cannot write like this a variable name. So the space is also not allowed in your any of the identifier. I feel it is clear for you guys. Next is keywords. When we come to the keywords, there are certain words reserved for doing specific tasks. These words are known as reserved words, or we can say a keywords. But in C programming, there are total 32 keywords. Remember the number 32. And those words are reserved for a specific task. That means you cannot give this value to your identifier, because as you know, the compiler has already given the specific task to those words. So if you are specifying those as an identifier, then compiler may get confused that how this keyword is performing some different task, and with the help of that, compiler will give you the error that you cannot give any identifier as a prototype. Okay? Next, these words are predefined and always return in a lower case or a small case. That means whatever the reserve words you have, whatever 32 reserve words you have, that compulsory you have to write in a lower case. Then only that will get considered as a keywords. Next, these keywords cannot be used as a variable name because it assigned with a fixed meaning. Next, for example, int, short, sign, unsigned, default, volatile, float, long, double, break, continue, type def, static, do, for, union, return, while, do, extend, register, enum, case, go to, struct, char, auto, and const. So there are more words are present. So as I told, 32 keywords are present, and these are some examples of your keywords. So those words you cannot write as your identifier. And we'll see these words in brief in our next videos. So in this video, we have seen the different character sets, the rules for defining any identifier, and the keywords present in C programs. Thank you.